Welcome back to We the People News. Please subscribe, please leave your thumbs up, and please leave your comments. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for all the support that you give me here on this channel, allowing me to do this. Thank you so much. Bitcoin, WhatsApp, cryptocurrency of any kind that you will see in my comment section, please know that that garbage is not me. That is an imposter. Please don't fall for that garbage. We the People, if you want your comments put over on the We the People website, please start it by saying We the People. We will take it over there for you. Please check out the We the People website and the We the People Facebook group. Both links are in the description box below this video. If you didn't see yesterday's video, please go back and watch it. There's a lot of good information in that I want you to see, and it would help me out a lot on YouTube. Thank you so much. Y'all, I got some sad news to tell you about. You probably already know, but the circumstances you probably don't know. I'm also going to tell you about 800 million of your tax dollars being spent and how it's being spent. Joe Biden is telling employers to go ahead and move forward and requiring employees to take the jab in the arm. And if they don't, go ahead and fire them. The mandates are still being discussed in the Supreme Court, but Little Joe says that it's okay to go ahead and fire them. Little Joe is taking matters in his own hands. He's being the judge and the juror. So, Little Joe's job as acting president, I'm saying acting because that's all he's doing. His job as acting president is to build up our country. And so far, he is doing nothing but tearing our country apart at record speed. Little Joe said all along that inflation would just go away. Well, now the Federal Reserve says inflation is here to stay and it will get worse, not better. I tend to believe the Federal Reserve on this. Little Joe's still saying his Build Back Better bill is the answer. This old relic will not be happy until he gets his way and controls every one of us. I know what the answer is, but I can't say it on YouTube. Little Joe and his administration is not even talking about taxing the rich anymore. Now their focus is more for the audits from the IRS to the middle class people like you and me. So his rich friends gets away scot-free. Little Joe still wants $400 million for pre-kindergarten. Y'all, when I was in school, kindergarten was free. And if it is pre-kindergarten, that means daycare, right? That's not the taxpayer's job to pay for daycare. I mean, if you can't afford a big daycare academy, get a babysitter. $550 million for green energy shit that Joe Biden wants. $600 million in tax credits for the rich. They're going to either eliminate the cap on the salt tax or they're going to raise it. In any case, $600 million to help the rich. Joe Biden has already sent, back in the fall, $474 million to the Taliban. And now he's about to send $308 million more of your tax dollars to, you guessed it, the Taliban. Now, how can anyone with a half a brain in their head say that Joe Biden is doing a good job? Birds of the feather, I guess. So Little Joe is okay with sending the Taliban close to 800 million of your tax dollars. But when it comes to helping our own elderly and disabled, they get nothing. It would be a great world if we could wake up tomorrow morning and Little Joe is not, well, I'll just say Little Joe is not in office anymore. That's all I can say here. Little Joe and his mini-me Harris said they're still fighting to change voting rules. Why is that? So they can get more illegal votes, so they can control the elections? Our voting rules has worked all this time. Now all of a sudden they want to change it. Well, we've seen what they done in the last election. We can only guess what they got planned for this next one. They say it's racist to ask for a photo ID to show who you are and if you're even a United States citizen before you vote. Racist? Come on, really? Is that all they can come up with? New York has given non-citizens the right to vote in their local elections. Guess where I'm not going to ever go? One thing I can promise you, if Little Joe makes it to 2024, it is no way in hell he will win another election. That I can promise. Okay, sad news. You probably already know this, but you don't know what I'm about to tell you probably. Sad news, Bob Saget died a few days ago. They won't release how he died. The only thing they will say is he died in a motel room. There was no foul play or drugs involved. Now, y'all, you can read into this whatever you want to, but I've already drawn my conclusion of what killed him. Just a few days before he died, he got juiced and boosted. He got the jab in the arm just a few days before he died. So, healthy, no drugs, no foul play, and he dies just a few days after he gets the jab in the arm. And they won't say how. I think I know how, but I won't say. You can come to your own conclusions. Now, I want to talk to you about something that I noticed years ago, way before Joe Biden ever took office. We've always had a struggle buying groceries. Inflation has always been a problem. Now it's tenfold with Joe Biden in office. But the problem of inflation has always been there. People can't afford food for their families. I'm going to tell you why. Y'all, I know a lot of people in Lewisburg, Tennessee, Cornersville, Tennessee. There's a little town right around there called Possum Trot, Tennessee. This whole community thrives on growing tobacco. Well, they did when it's been about 30 or 40 years since I've been there, but I used to go there about every month for about 10 years. And these people thrives on growing tobacco. And I'm talking about tobacco right now, but this is all agriculture, not just tobacco. The government tells these people how much they can grow. The government controls how much is grown. That way the government can control the prices. Have you ever noticed when you're driving in a country town, you got farmland on both sides of you, these big giant gardens, and then all of a sudden you come to a piece of property that's on the same plot as a big garden, and it has absolutely nothing growing in it. Why is that? It's because the government will not let them plant that there. The more they plant, if they planted what they wanted to plant, these farmers, if they planted what they wanted to plant, prices would be low because the supply and demand would be different. But this is how the government controls prices and gets their share of the pie. Inflation right now, the biggest part of it is caused by Joe Biden and his way of doing things. But inflation has always been here. And why? It's because the government is deep into our farmers and what they can grow. They control the prices. The farmers do not control the prices. the farmers gets very little, and they're told what they can grow. So there it is. If we can get the government to leave these farmers alone and let them do their job, what they want to do, prices would go down dramatically. Y'all say a prayer for our world, say a prayer for our country, say a prayer for our leaders, even though they're not leading a damn thing right now. Say a prayer for everyone around the world that's hurting through COVID, financial hardship, or any other affliction. And just know I love you all. Y'all, right now I'm feeling like a pile of dog doo-doo. 2 times now it seems like I was getting better, and then yesterday I felt pretty good. In fact, I had plans to go somewhere today just to get out of this house. I ain't been out of this house now in like 5 days. I had plans to go somewhere today, and I've been in bed all day long. I'm sick as a dog again. Y'all keep me in your prayers. I love you all. Until next time, ciao.